Hello guys, Roine Stolt speaking from Sweden, my little studio here, and today the idea is to send around questions to the other band members, weird questions, funny questions, interesting questions, and see what kind of answers comes up. We've been a band for a long time, together for a long time, touring on the road, in the studio, etc. But I bet there are things that we don't know about each other, and also things that you don't know about the band and its history. So that's the idea. We're going to send around questions, and you will hopefully hear lots of interesting stuff coming up. Okay, here we go.
Who was your first big influence on the drum kit?
My biggest influence, I guess you mean in music, but being in doubt, I'll give you music and in life. In music, surely it's Freddie Mercury and Queen. I started to play because I was a huge fan of Queen without playing any instruments at the time. I'm so inspired by Freddie Mercury's way to translate his emotion, his lyrics through his voice. And same for the live shows. I mean, he was absolutely beast. I still have a lot of inspiration from him. Arnold Schwarzenegger. And not because what he did through his whole career in details, but the way he did. And the fact that he has done whatever he wanted to do because the discipline he acquired during his training days. And I actually see myself a lot in that kind of mind setting, to be focused on, step by step, all my career. But, even in the life for every day is still like a huge inspiration for me.
Here we're talking about time and timing. How much is talent and how much is practice?
Time. Okay, I don't know if you mean like lifetime or timekeeping in music, but the answer I'm going to give you is probably you can apply this to both things. For me, talent, it's absolutely nothing without practice. Indeed, I think that our world, there are more hidden talents, and the rest is all like people that choose to practice a lot to break their back in order to become a better musician, or they understood that they have to practice.
Can you read music?
I can read music. I'm not a great reader at all, and but I can read, of course, drums and the old instruments, but in the rhythmic way. Okay, and that's what I need actually. That's all what I need. I wish to be a better reader, but never had the chance to really use and apply the reading to the drums in all my life till now. It's actually I use that to transcribe more trickier parts. I did something like that even for our last album. So yeah, I mean it's something that I can do, but I'm of course not the best reader in the world.
When did you start playing drums?
I started playing drums. Don't remember if I was like around 8, probably. Maybe after 1 year I got a lesson of drums because my mom actually encouraged me to take lessons, to not waste my passion for the instruments,
What is your best performance on a record ever?
I really like what I did with Mindkey, with the album Mindkey 3, but it was like metal prog stuff. I really like what I did in Ireland because that's my not usual way to play drums. I really changed my technique a little bit, and I'm very proud of what I achieved actually.
Mirko, question number 1. How did you first discover the Flower Kings?
I guess it was like around 98, and I read about them. I heard nothing of Flower Kings till 2000, I guess. I read that they were like amongst the best European bands of progressive rock music. Royan's names was popping up everywhere. Yes, around 2000, I had the chance to buy some music. I did my research about the best progressive rock in 70s, 80s, and 90s, and of course the Flower Kings were amongst them. That's basically how I started to listen something of them.
What new challenges has TFK music brought to your playing, if any?
I guess it's really about the dynamics that I have to respect. While it's like a mix of everything, because it's dynamics, it's timekeeping. Maybe when you hear me play, you hear a lot of things going on, but actually I really pay attention to not overplaying in the Flower Kings music, because it's full of notes, full of elements that you have to respect. It's about all the music and with any artist, but with the Flower Kings, that's much more notes to respect and space. So I guess it's a mix of all those elements.
What is your favorite Flower King song to play?
I have to give you 3. So my top 3 will be "The Truth Will Set You Free," "Miracles for America." I will say the last part. I mean, I love all the song, but I really like I feel so emotional when I play the outro of "I Am the Sun." It's a really emotional journey with Roine doing that solo at the end of the song. And even I don't do nothing special, I just keep the time. It's really intense part to play for me.
Do you enjoy playing live shows or recording more?
Oh, absolutely both. It's really 50 and 50. I like to record the songs and having the challenge of the, let's say, perfection of the studio, faced with all the mics, and it's really nice things to be in the studio. But I love to bring that songs then on the stage, and to see how the people react to your music that you record in the studio.
What are your priorities as a live musician, meaning playing on stage? What would be your sort of mindset, your priorities once you step on stage?
Oh, first of all, it's a huge honor, personally. As a drummer, I really love the chance that I have to not just play the drums, like a drum kit with the snare drums, toms, kick, and cymbals, but even like playing percussions, little percussions, and colors, which I profoundly love. An experiment, because every time we play, it's never the same. We have milestones, but it's never the same. So it's actually, it's that kind of funny challenge every time. Do my best to cooperate with the band to deliver the best emotional and musical performance to the people, to the fans. I guess that's my priority.
Did you actually have any experience playing progressive rock before you came into the Flower Kings? And if so, what would that be that you would classify as progressive rock?
Yeah, the prog rock, yeah, I did. In the past, I explored with a few bands. Then I've been more in the prog metal thing, where I had the chance to experiment with repenting change of times, time signatures, and different kind of sounds. Progressive rock was more like a lot of times ago. Then prog metal, has been like after, and more recently in the last 15 years.
What's the music scene down in Napoli?
Napoli has always been a city full of talents and music, and like the rest of Italy actually. But it's never been like very supportive in terms of career in music. There's a lot of bands that play in pubs and locals. Every now and then, some artists of different kind of music, they play in these venues, but it's not very often. Sure, it's a city full of music contents and culture.
Coming from Italy, are you a good chef?
I will not call myself a good chef, but I can cook my stuff. I can cook some good things, and being like fanatic about the gym and all the healthy things in general. Even I'm not like 100% healthy, but I'm try always to be careful about the good stuff to eat, the calories. So I really need to prepare and cook my stuff by myself. So yeah, not a chef, but I can cook.
Do you see yourself as a hard-hitting beast or a technical monster?
I'm, without any doubt, I'm hard hitter. I was born like as a rock drummer, playing Deep Purple, Iron Maiden, Europe, Motor Crew, and all the stuff. So I was an hard hitter, that's for sure. In time, studying a lot and practicing a lot and opening myself to different kind of music styles easily. I had to adapt my touch, my dynamics to play better those songs, that kind of music. About technique, I'm not a monster. I have good skills, but I'm not a monster like a lot of drummers that do really fantastic stuff. Stupid answer, but I try to be a good balance of fundamental rock drummer and maybe a little bit of technique in all kind of styles.